Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, dude. I have a second one of these. Greetings, freaks and folks. This is Vlad the Lad, back with another deck video and gameplay with the new champion Jayce. And if you don't want long as deck text, you may skip to the gameplay down there. But hold on, before you skip, I definitely recommend you to watch until the end. Like, every game was just so fire, and I had a blast playing it. But I don't want to spoil anything to that point. For you other guys who want to stay with the deck tech, there's also a short version, too long didn't watch, also on the timestamps. For those of you who love long as deck techs like I do, you're well welcome to stay, as I want to introduce you to Undead Inventors. Because we have Jayce and we have Heimerdinger, who are both inventors. And at that point I think it's not even edgy anymore. I thought I would be a bit more lonely with that build, but it's... yeah, I thought everyone would do Jayce and Lux, but they're actually even more playing Jayce and Heimerdinger. But what they're doing is Banwell City, and we're not doing that. We're going with Shadow Isles, a total of 12 cards even, because of things like Piercing Darkness. Piercing Darkness is a very great tool because we are a control deck to get back to the game, because we draw 5, which is a whole lot, and Jayce can potentially even double up on it. If you don't know, Jayce, if he levels up, he will copy the first 6+ cost spell that you cast in this round. So you get a double, not the Shock Blast, you get the Piercing Darkness doubled, and you get back 10 HP if you put it on the big unit, then it doesn't fizzle. So a full set of Piercing Darkness here. We have Vengeance as a heart removal, as a one-off here, if we really need to resort to it. It's another 6+ cost spell, and I think in a slower meta that we are in right now, or I don't know if there's a meta already, but there's definitely people playing things on ladder, like very crucial units like Lux, for example, with the barrier. We just remove it with the Vengeance right away, and the enemy cries, and we have another progress for Jayce and his level up, where he needs to cast 6+ cost spells. There's a whole lot going on this in this deck, so get yourself a cup of tea and, and enjoy the rest, because certain things to consider. First of all, we are control deck, like I said, so we normally want to pass on turn 1 and 2, and then what we want to do is we're going to go with assembly line, which I have as 2 of here, where we get 2 of these forge workers. Why do we do that? Well, because we want to level Jayce in the first place, and also because we have things like the Forge of Tomorrow, where we can get the spell mana back if we play some 6+ cost spell. Also, we have a 12 of Production Surge. Now here's where things get really nasty, because we have the Adaptatron. It's sort of a combination of the tech cards that we have in the game right now, really. Because this dude is tech, then we have a new follower, which is really the star of this deck, in my opinion, which is the Hextech Handler. And this art is just phenomenal with this little hat and everything. It's just gorgeous. And he will give every tech card that there is everywhere, and so everything that comes later, +1/+1. And in case you don't know, this is even better than leveled up Heimerdinger, because what leveled up Heimerdinger does is he gives all your turrets +1/+1, but only those that you're creating in your hand with your spells, together with the Heimerdinger. He just boosts up everything himself, then he boosts the Adaptatron to a +1/+1, and also the second thing why we were playing Shadow Isles in the first place was what came up to my mind. We have very important engines. We have Jayce, we have Heimerdinger, and we also have the Hextech Handler. They are very important, and we can bring them back with a full set of Mistcall. This really proof is worth in the Viger and Senna deck, and it also shines here. Like, I didn't copy it there just to stay the edgy guy. I played Mistcall back in the day when everyone was hating that card, or not hating, but he underestimated this card basically. And we can revive Jayce if he gets removed, very important unit. Also the Heimerdinger. I had a game in playtesting where I revived him like 4 times, and the enemy just quit after it because he tried to remove him again and again. I also played Rekindler, where I revived my Heimerdinger. It was just glorious. So this is why we also named this deck Undead Inventors, by the way, because they are just not dying. They're coming back with these Mistcall, and also we can bring back the Hextech Handler, and then his attack procs again, and he gives +1/+1 every tech card again. And like I said, all these turrets that Heimerdinger is creating are just getting through the ceiling. They're just exploding in stats, as well as the Adaptatron, which is then a 1 mana 2/4, 3/5, 4/6, and so on and so forth. So very crucial card, and definitely my favorite in this deck, in this list. What else do we have? We have Glimpse Beyond to refuel a bit. Also, we can proc maybe a death of Hextech Handler in the first place to then revive it with Miscall. So we can force the death of our units to bring them back. Also, what we have is Progress Day, which is another burst, or not another, but it's actually a burst speed way to level up Jayce if he's in danger and he maybe needs 1 more HP. We can burst level him with Progress Day. And Progress Day also helps us to refuel in this deck, because believe it or not, sometimes you not really run out of gas, but you run out of options. Because you need certain removals in certain situations, and sometimes these Shock Blasts and Piercing Darkness, where you need to invest a whole lot of mana, are just too expensive. And then we need to resort to our Mystic Shots, our Wild Feasts, those are in the deck as well for the early game. But normally you really don't want to play that, because you know you have a full set of Piercing Darkness. You just take the hits early on, and then you get the HP back from the Piercing Darkness. Because, like I said, you want on turn 3, you really want to play either the Production Search for 6 mana on turn 3 to play this 6 mana spell, or the Assembly Line. These are the main things that you should mulligan for, by the way. And like that, you enable a whole lot of things. Also, just to round that up, a really neat thing to have is leveled up Jayce, and he, like I said, will double up your spells. If you have a Heimerdinger on board, he will then double a 6-cost spell, maybe like either of these 3. And then you get 2 elusive units in the hand, because Heimerdinger gives you the, what's it called? The MK6 Floor Be Gone. It's a very hilarious name, and if you have only one of these little Hextech handlers out, or you have a leveled up Heimerdinger, those are 7/2s with elusive. And if you maybe combine it with the Shock Blast, that's doubled up to face, then you put 6 on the Nexus right away with the Shock Blast, and then you attack with 14 elusive damage, and the enemy is dead right away. So you don't really need to do anything up to that point. You just OTK him with this combo, which is something I pulled off already and feels very satisfying. This is for sure. Yeah, so that's basically the whole deck idea. It didn't get too long. I thought I would be on 12 minutes or something, but I think I said everything that needed to be said. This is so much fun to play. Everything that I climbed up now is what I climbed with this deck. I'm actually on 2 now, but I think it's still Platinum 2, so I have a long way to go to Masters, actually. But this feels so solid, and it gives you a very good option to this, where you go, Mirror. Because a lot of people, most of the time, they want to remove your units with... they play because Minimorph, right? They play Bandle City, they play Minimorph because they think burst speed, leveling your Jayce is very important, very crucial, and you need to remove certain units. But the reality is, Vengeance just does that for 6 mana. You don't need to have it burst speed. And also, this is very important to come back into the game. Bandle City doesn't have any health gain, as well as Piltover, and this is a very big weakness of the Piltover&Zaun into Bandle City control. And also, we don't have access to Wild Feast. This is also very, very important control card, because it does 3 things. It gives you a body to block, it gives you 1 HP back, and it pings for 1. And this whole package for 2 mana. This is why every control deck needs this in the list, and why this is still such a crucial card, and was, I think, even from the core card, right? Yeah, from the Foundations. So Wild Feast still a star, and in every control deck, and you need to play that. So yeah, but at this point I'm rambling. Enjoy the matches that are upcoming. They are definitely worth watching, like I said at the beginning, and I'm super excited about this champion, and I already love him so much. You have no idea. So with that out of the way, enjoy the matches, and until next time. So hello there, lovely, let's do a little time. This deck is a classic at that point, because everybody's playing it, Jayce and Heimerdinger together, but we're combining it with Shadow Isles, which means we have access to Drain, and this is very important as a control deck to get back into the game, as well as reviving tools, Rekindler. We have Miscall to get them back, or very important engines like Heimer, like Jayce. Star of this deck is definitely the Hextech Handler, which is boosting up all your tech cards like himself, like a Adaptatron, like every unit that Heimerdinger is producing, as well as some refuel and yeah, some other tools that I explain in the whole long deck tech. And if you want to check that out, you can always skip back. And for you other guys, so enjoy the matches, and until next time. It's all about the mirrors. Today against Targan. Let's see who wore it better. Vengeance is a nice thing to have. Is Mist Call good here? He probably does have removal for my engines. I don't think I need Vengeance right now. Also want to mulligan this one. Mist Call could come in handy. We maybe need that. Also, Shock Blast can help us to eliminate early threats. Alright, we're gonna normally pass the first couple of turns to either go with the Forge of Tomorrow or with the 6 cost spell. So he goes with that dude.
It's an awesome day for progress.
Awesome indeed. Unfortunately we don't have these summoning spells that we normally tend to play on turn 3. But maybe we'll draw into them. Let's see here. That ain't it. Okay. So, I think I want to open attack. Yeah. Don't really have better plays. If he plays Jayce, I may be intrigued to play Piercing Darkness, but he doesn't. He goes for that. It's completely fine. So I'll play that. Ooh. Glorious Evolution. How good is that? Also give it all. Oh, let's be glorious.
I'm your man.
And I don't think I want to resort to the Mystic Shot right now just to be mana efficient. Waiting for his Heimer to come down naturally. Even though I could also Progress Day, but I don't really want him to play his Heimer on curve. I don't have mine yet. So, yeah.
Seems to be the problem.
Exactly. The problem is you, my friends. I'm sorry. Boost that away. Get the Spellmanner back. We could miscall one of these, but is it really worth it? Probably not. Can't really make use of our Spellmanner here. It's a bummer. But we can make use of this little dude here and have 6 mana on the back for another Piercing Darkness, potentially. If he has another Heimer in hand. Or that, okay. That's completely fine. We do have the Mystic Shot. Doesn't even block that. It's interesting. He probably has his own Hextech Handler. So I want to do this now. Because now I think it does make sense to be mana efficient. This is definitely a Mystic Shot worthy. I need my engines though, like I don't really draw into any of these. Yeah. There we go. Do we go Glorious Evolution and take the hit? I think it's a bit too early for that. Need some board. It's also some boosted boards, so... yeah, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Can only attack with this suit. Take the hit. Like, all of these can attack without even getting punished, or like getting well traits along with it. And I even want to attack with this now with the Well Feast on the back. We have the board advantage right now. Let's see if we can keep it. I don't know why he mixed Targan in though. Does he have the Sky's Descent? Would be really nasty. Get a big hit on him. He's down to 6 already. So Shock Blast does get him down to... whoa. Whoa. Alright. That's something. The question is, do I Shock Blast one of these away, or don't I just attack his Nexus directly? I feel like getting rid of his health is more important, so I will go with that. Because if we draw into another Shock Blast or 2 Jayces, we can finish him off. He might have the Star Shaping though. We'll see about that. But we do have blockers for the Apex turrets. Don't really mind that. I mean, he can go with this elusive big unit, right? Could be a problem. Yeah, I think I can afford to lose one of these. It's not too big of a deal. And then we can go with the glorious evolution, because we like to evolve. In the first place, because we want everything to be cheaper. So that's unfortunate. We lose our quick attack units here. But he doesn't find any more Heimers, so we're good for now.
It's an awesome day for progress.
It's awesome indeed. Alright, let's see here. I just don't draw into my champions. I'm 14 cards in, and I did, I think, a double mulligan, right? That's kind of weird. We could progress stay here afterwards. Progress stay is dangerous though, because he could develop his... he could have top decked Heimer, right? So I want to at least do this. Oh yeah, and we get tech on everything, so we have a tech spiderling. Yeah, there's star shaping, okay. Yeah, he might go Heimer, but at this point I don't really care too much. I'd rather draw something here. Yeah, exactly. Get some beef here. But still no champion to be seen. It's really ridiculous. We need more draw. Depends on what he has in hand, right? Yeah, let's go with another progress day.
I'm your man.
I think we need that. More shock blasts. So what we do here is we go with production surge. I think we can also go with this, right? Get some thick boys on the board for very little mana. Just to have some blockers, right? And I'm not attacking into this. Not now. And there's my Heimer, finally. If he gets removed this time around, we don't really care too much. Jayce is the problem though.
Hey, big man. You ready to get inventing?
All day, every day, Reggie.
So thing is, we have to remove him right away. Piercing Darkness. Because I don't want him to double up his Acceleration Gate. Or any other 6 mana spell that he could have. Yeah. That's why we are favored in the mirror. Goes for more star shaping. Right. Let's go with Heimerdinger. And we take this hit. No problemo. Yeah, he actually levels himself because he is now tech himself. That's hilarious. And we draw the second Heimer right away. What a weird thing to have. Like, what is this hand, man? I have no really proactive play. I guess I gotta go with this. Eureka! More progress days. And one big boy. A 5/5 big Heimer. Okay. That's that. Was it unforeseen? Probably, but we don't really care. The beauty of Shadow Isles. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, dude. I have a second one of these. And we go in. He does have good blocks, but we get rid of his board like this, which is important. And next turn we have a big production surge coming down. We weakened his board enough. Oh no! Could also go with the Forge of Tomorrow, but I'd rather have space for my big units here. Alright, that's he can only play so much, right? He can only play Heimerdinger and a 2-mana spell after that, so I don't really mind that. Let's go. Let's get productive. Everything. Boom. The absolute power. He had enough. He's out. Boom. It was. By the way, if you like the deck and the content, why not subscribing? It's a really good idea. And also liking YouTube game, you know that. As we face not an exact mirror, but everyone is playing Jayce these days. It even rhymes. And we have double Piercing Darkness in hand, which is decent for these two, but they also have Sharp Sight. It's very important to keep in mind, so I will only stay with one of these, and I also want to mulligan this one. Hextech Handler is something we almost always keep in hand, because we can't have enough of these. Boosting all of our turrets is just too good.
Let's get to work.
I don't really have a turn 3 play, like in terms of 6-mana spells, so I think I will deny this attack. Get a block on the board. Also have a target for Glimpse now. And the question is, does he play his 3-drop? If he does, I don't mind trading into it. Even though next turn Jayce could come down and I could Piercing Darkness, so I want to keep 2 spell mana. So I will open attack and then play my first Financer. Because he normally... Right, he has that. Yeah, so he probably plays his 6-mana spell next turn. Yeah, Vengeance.
It's an awesome day for progress.
It's an awesome day for Vengeance. So in case he goes for the 6-mana spell, I can go with the Mystic Shot in response to kill the Persuader. And if he goes with Jayce, we have an answer with Piercing Darkness. Yeah, there we go. I don't know how this works, but I think it doesn't even count as a 6-mana spell, and we will try this interaction here, because normally it should reduce the cost of it to 5 when I kill him. Ah, no, it triggers, even though, okay. A bummer.
This is where the magic happens.
But it is what it is.
Come on, then.
Gotta reduce his HP. So we can potentially kill him with Piercing Darkness this turn. But I don't really have any good active play. So, okay. Then we just go with another one of these.
Just like I promised.
It feels really bad, because we only get 1 time 3 spell mana, right? We can't have double 3 spell mana. Which is why this feels bad, but I wanted to have the body. The light follows. Alright, I think we don't talk much here, we just remove the Lux right away. Get the spell mana back. If he takes with that, we can answer with this. And we block like this. Refueling a bit. Alright, that was to be expected. But he has an answer for that. But we have double Hextech Handler now. So things are getting interesting. Ooh. Alright, we can play all of these. Start with this. We could even hold back on one of these if we need to remove something with Piercing Darkness.
Come on, Nugget. We got places to be.
We go places, my friend. Is the Jayce coming down is the question. Could also have this 8-mana spell. Okay, there's the Jayce. Will I remove him now? Or will I just attack with 2 of these? I think I wanna bait an spell, like Sharp Sight. And yeah, so he can't protect his Jayce. Man, I'm so good at this game to be the grappler. Oh, he has a second Sharp Sight, that could also be the case. Yeah, he does, okay. Alright, alright. So we leveled our Jayce already. He will do this probably now.
Let's get started.
Or not.
I hate traffic.
Try to glimpse again. Hope for no second. Yeah, Mystic Shot. We have our own Mystic Shot now. So we'll play Mr. Jayce as a... Yeah, I think quick attack is good.
This is the cutting edge of progress. I fight for a blood
Cutting edge indeed. Show me that 6-mana spell.
Rosa, got some new tweaks to the power circuitry.
Great. We're running into heat issues. What you got?
Alright, he doesn't have it. Which makes it so I can go with him. Boost more of my techie dudes. And we have mana for Acceleration Gate and Mystic Shot together.
Figured out the clutch in that thing yet?
Get on in. You can tell me.
So maybe we get
The
Elusive,
power spike.
or Overwhelm, or both. Let's see, everything has quick attacks, so we get 2 keywords for each of these.
Acceleration.
It's gonna be big. Regeneration isn't too good. And Elusive, okay. Oh. Even have Challenger and quick attack.
Powering up.
He probably has this 8-mana spell, right? I mean, he has Elusive, right? Yeah, he is Elusive. He's non-elusive. He's non-elusive. Okay, take like this. This little bastard.
Tomorrow has never looked so good.
Yeah. Damn mini morph.
Watch your toes.
Watch your toes. Surprised he doesn't save his Vanguard Cavalry. I mean, he can't, right? The mini T would kill him as well. So we click OK. And we want to remove this now. So he needs to save it this turn. Yep. Exactly. Because another sharp side could potentially be more damage to my face. So I always want to bait the... Oh, that's a sweet draw.
Interesting use of tech.
Interesting indeed. Let's see if we... I hope he doesn't get Spell Shield.
Clear the range.
Because if not... Yeah, I can do this. You can only have so many sharp sides, right?
Virtue guides me.
Alright.
You will be scoured from this land.
Can I block this? I think I do. You could remove it with Piercing Darkness. Oh, there's my engine. There's my boy. The never-ending cycle. I guess we do it now. Because I don't have the space for the turret and both of my dudes here, so I don't play assembly line. Might regret that. Maybe he has something I want to answer afterwards. Like that. Round it goes. Okay. Really, dude? What is this? Oh god. At least these two are elusive. Can I take face? This forces him to attack into me. But I'm forced to trade my elusives, unfortunately. And I think I want to do this as well. So he can't block my Hextech handler anymore. But I think at this point we'll value him anyways with that. He said enough. Boom! Calculated. Climbing, boys. Alright, no Jayce this time. It's traps. Definitely a scary matchup. Piercing Darkness is something I want to keep. Adaptatron, Jayce. Yeah, I want to keep the Jayce for the Challenger to kill a potential Teemo. And I want to fish for Mystic Shot and the likes. Okay. Shock Blast. Naturally passed first couple of turns. Please no Teemo. Thank you. That's completely fine. Doesn't attack, that's very interesting. Now, do I play my Shock Blast here? I mean, he needs to develop a Caitlyn afterwards, but does it really hurt? I think it does. I want to pass. I mean, he's the aggressor. We are the control deck. We need to get used to pass more. This is very important because we encourage our opponent to pass, and so we can progress more into our game plan. We have the longer breath, we have the value, so we're completely fine with him passing. And now that he did that, we can try to remove both of these. He normally could only... Yes! It surprised me too. I'm surprised that you had no answer. I thought there would be a... Alright, there's a Teemo. One hit is okay. I thought he has like stress defense and the likes, but I'm happy he doesn't. That means we can Mystic Shot him freely. And I will go Jayce and try to move him like that. Oh, even though this is... Is this better? Like double Adaptatron and Hextech Handler? No, that can't be better. I need to remove this annoying dude.
I fight for a brighter tomorrow.
Let's go for some brighter tomorrow.
That's why you always carry another
Okay.
pair of guns.
What a bastard. I could save my Jayce here. I think I want to do that. Because next turn potentially... yeah, we can block into the Lecturing Yordle. So he doesn't have a free attack. If he doesn't attack, we have Piercing Darkness. Alright. Or we can just miscall. That's also an option. Another surprise meme? No.
Come on, Kate.
Not this time.
You versus me.
This isn't your wisest decision, old friend.
Let's go with that. Just to have a block of Lecturing Yordle.
You get all that?
Come on, then.
Yep. And next turn we look into Piercing Darkness on the Caitlyn and Mystic on the Lecturing Yordle. Could even do this now. I mean, I don't have a rush. I can develop this first and then see what he does. And then we can either do this or this, and then have mana for Mystic Shot because we get 3 spell mana back.
Come up my britches and purple berries.
Alright, he does that. So... I so wish I could get normal mana back and not spell mana to play my Hextech Handler, but I can't, unfortunately. So let's just do this.
Testing.
Testing! Level Jayce.
This is the cutting edge of progress.
I think you have seen this level up animation quite some time to this point. Alright, he, I guess he wants to disencourage me from attacking. But I want this dead. I don't want any more mushrooms. You surprised me too, buddy. Alright, we refuel. I don't mind that. We only have 14 puff caps as of now, so we're still safe. We're still good. Adaptatron is eating the flash bombs here.
The sea tells me all I know.
Wanna go with him.
Eminently logical.
Still have mana for Piercing Darkness if we need to. Because Teemo could still happen. You could have top decked it. I just want to do this.
Entering Crimson.
Okay, so no Teemo here. I want to stay healthy. This feels really bad to lose my Hextech Handler like this, but I have the upper hand. I have the value machine here. I don't need every unit. I can just rebuild my board that easy. So I'm completely fine. Next mana we have total of 10 mana, which means we have Jayce into the... oh, never mind. Never mind. But we have Piercing Darkness afterwards at least, or the assembly line, whatever we like more. Okay, here comes the Jayce. With the... yeah, I think the Challenger.
Nothing beats field testing.
I have something very special planned.
Alright, there's the Lady of Doom. 4 and 1, that's cute, my friends.
Hey, show me that again.
But you know I have this in hand, right? Yeah. Sorry to say, my friend, but this is over.
Gonna mark today down as a success.
I have no clue what he said, but I'm happy that I am climbing like this. I won everything like I did the past games. Was just this deck is just phenomenal, makes so much fun. I'm so excited that I could share this today, but I have to end it here because tomorrow is another working day. So was today. So hope you enjoyed the content nonetheless. On the weekend I try to upload another one, probably another Jayce maybe. We'll see about that. If you're excited, subscribing is a good idea, and there's another gameplay video if you want to check that out next. And yeah, until the next time, you stay legendary. Until then, Vlad out.